Hi guys, this is Chantel and today I'm going to be planting some fava beans and I thought I'll take you along with me. If you remember from our previous videos, we have already put some compost in here, but I'm going to also add in some organic fertilizer, and this is going to help if there are any nutrients lacking in the compost. The fertilizer is going to provide that. Fava beans are very high in nitrogen. They actually have nitrogen nodules on their roots. If you want the benefits of the nitrogen, you don't want your fava beans to fruit, and you could just till the plant back into the soil, or cut the plant at the root and leave the roots in the soil and remove the tops of the plants and toss them into your compost if you have a compost pile. And if you want to know how to make your own compost bin, I have a video also on that. I'll be linking it at the end of this video on this side over here. Oh, no, on this side over here. And so right now I'm going to amend the soil with some organic fertilizer, just for regular plant fertilizer that you can find at your local store. And you can see over here we also have finished setting up our trellises. So let's put in the fertilizer and start planting. Before I continue though, fava beans need to be planted about 6 inches apart from each other. They can be planted pretty close to each other. And in fact, my father used to plant large fields of fava beans, and he used to plant them pretty close together, and the closer they are planted together, it's even better because they can hold each other up. And so let's go ahead and plant. I forgot to mention, so I have these hoops over here. These are just some 6-inch wire hoops. They're just a thick gauge wire that we cut out, 6 foot, sorry, that we cut to 6 feet, and we stuck them into the ground. And I'm going to be putting up a frost protection on them, just in case if the fava beans are not acclimated to the outside temperatures. If we have a severe, like a hard frost, 28 and below, the fava beans are going to be protected. Now the fava beans are frost hardy, but I'm giving them an extra layer of protection because I did plant them inside. They were not planted directly into the ground. And if you want to know why I planted them inside, I have another video on this also. I'll link it down in the description box below, or maybe over here, I'm not sure. But be checking out in the description box for that video as well. I don't know the number of, like how thick my frost covers are, but I know they will provide enough protection for these fava beans, because like I said, they are frost hardy. And today, just as a reference for you guys, today is April 12th, and this is New Hampshire Zone 5, so we have a 70-degree over here, which is not usual, but we do get these days every now and then. But normally it's pretty cold in April, and if you live in Zone 5, this would be something for you to plant in the ground if you don't have extreme moisture in your ground. And if you want to know more about fava beans, again, I'll be linking that video in the description. So let's go ahead and get the soil ready. So I'm going to remove these from here so that I can fertilize the soil. There we go. So I don't have a lot of compost over the cardboard that we put down. Maybe in the future I will be adding some more compost, but we still have a lot of beds that we are going to be filling up with compost. So for now, I'm going to try to plant these and do my best with planting them without adding anything more. But you could see it's been maybe about 2 weeks since I transplanted these, and the roots are already starting to come up. And I have been fertilizing them once a week, so it's time to get them out of these containers over here before they burst out. So I just tap down on it and remove the container, and look at these roots over here. These are great roots. I'm just gonna gently just gently rough it up a little bit so that they don't kind of circle around like that. Just like that. Excuse me. And then I'm going to plant it. So I want it inside the hoop, so I'm going to plant it over here. And you don't want to plant it any deeper than it was. If there are any roots, just cover them, because you don't want the stem to rot. Like I said, they need to be planted 6 inches apart from each other. So if I open my hand like this, and I put this over here at the end of this hand, that should be good. I don't really need that knife, I think. I think that I'm going to just poke a hole in the cardboard, and just to make sure that their roots can get through. And I'm going to do the same for this one, I think. Because there's not enough compost. Oops. There we go. And then after that I'll come and water them, because the soil is a little bit dry, even though it was raining for like 2 days in a row. Is it dry? Let me see. No, it's moist. It just looks dry. I'm going to take my scissors and snip the tips off of the fava beans, like this one over here, right where another leaf node starts. Right here, for example, there's a leaf node right here, and then I'm gonna snip it right over here, or you can also snip it down below this one. So I'm gonna snip right over the leaf node like that, and then I'm going to take these clippings and put them in my compost pile. So what this does is it's going to allow the fava beans to bush out, and it's going to allow them to have more flowers and therefore more fava beans, and that's what we want. Because if you just let it grow like that, it's just going to be very thin and it's not going to bush out. And when you snip the tips off, it's going to allow the plant to bush out, produce more flowers for you and more fava beans. And these right here are very good for your compost, so if you want to if you want, you could snip it a little bit below, but that's going to slow down the progress of the fava bean if you snip it too low. So that's why I'm choosing to snip a little bit over here. So I'm going to do the same to all the fava beans, and then we're going to toss the rest these tips into the compost pile. It's not a lot, but it's going to add some nitrogen. Again, I'll be leaving a link for the fava bean video, how I started them from seed indoors, over here somewhere here at the end of the screen. You'll see it. I'll also be linking it down in the description box below, and also how we made our compost bin. Thank you guys for watching, and if you are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and again, I'll see you again next time. Bye.